If the Earth is a sphere, how did Iran launch a missile at Diego Garcia, 4,000 kilometers, and hit it? Now I want you to stop and think about that for just one moment. Because how does a missile travel 4,000 kilometers in a straight line on a planet that is supposedly curving away beneath it the entire time? Nobody in the mainstream ever asks how. I am asking, and the answer changes everything. Let's do the actual mathematics here, because this is not a feeling, this is geometry. On a globe with a circumference of 40,000 kilometers, the surface curves downward at approximately 8 inches per mile. Over 4,000 kilometers, roughly 2,500 miles, that curvature adds up to thousands of meters of drop beneath a straight line path. Now, a missile flies through the air. Air sits on the surface of the Earth. If the Earth curves, the air curves with it. So for a missile to travel in a straight line across that distance, it would have to be flying higher and higher above the surface as it goes, essentially flying off into space. Or it would have to be constantly correcting downward just to stay in the atmosphere. Neither of those things is what we are told happens. What we are told is that it flies level. That contradiction has never been explained to me in a way that actually holds up. And here's what really gets under my skin about this. The people who designed these missiles, the engineers, the physicists, the military scientists, they are working with the most precise targeting systems ever built by human hands. We're talking about guidance computers that can put a warhead within meters of a target thousands of kilometers away. Those systems are not guessing. They are not approximating. They are running calculations so precise that even a small error in the assumed shape of the Earth would send the missile hundreds of kilometers off course. So here's the question nobody in that room will answer on camera. What shape of Earth are they calculating for? Because if they are calculating for a globe and their missiles are hitting targets, then either the globe model works for missile guidance, but not for reality, which makes no sense, or the missiles are confirming something that the globe believers themselves cannot fully explain. Either way, there is a gap in the story, and I have never seen that gap closed. So, what do you actually do with this? You start by rejecting the diagrams they give you, because honestly, every diagram of a missile trajectory I have ever seen in a mainstream source shows a smooth arc that conveniently fits the globe narrative, without ever explaining the physics of why that arc exists. So don't just stop at the diagrams, go deeper. Look for the real guidance equations used in missile systems, not the simplified versions, not the animations, the actual mathematics behind them. And then ask yourself one simple question. What kind of Earth do these calculations actually assume? Because when you find that answer, you won't just see things differently. You'll start questioning everything you thought was settled. And if you made it this far, you already know this is only the beginning. Follow this page, because every video takes you one layer deeper.